Welcome to the world of sustainable trucks. My name is Andreas Lubitz. In this video, I will show you why we have to find alternatives to diesel engines for trucks, even though the diesel is highly efficient and clean. In the last decades, diesel engines for trucks have been further and further developed. Not only have they become more efficient and remarkably better in fuel consumption, with the current Euro 6 emission stage, they're also cleaner than ever before. Let me show you some examples. According to independent tests carried out by German truck journalists, the average fuel consumption of a long-haul truck in the late 1990s was 40 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers. An average Euro 6 truck today runs on 30 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers. This is a 25% lower fuel consumption in the last 20 years. In the same time, emissions, namely nitrogen oxides, particle matters, and carbon monoxide, were reduced by more than 90%. Intra-engine measures, filters and catalytic converters, plus the injection of so-called AdBlue into the exhaust system, have led to an extremely low emission level. So, if diesel engines in trucks are so efficient and so clean, why do we need any alternatives like gas engines or battery electric drives or hydrogen-powered fuel cell drives? Well, there is one thing to diesel engines that I didn't mention yet, and that is carbon dioxide emissions and their impact on global warming. CO2 is a climate-relevant gas. A higher percentage of CO2 in the atmosphere increases the greenhouse effect and eventually leads to global warming. And diesel engines are part of this problem. In simple terms, diesel is a mixture of different hydrocarbons. During combustion, these hydrocarbons react with the oxygen from the air. Out comes mainly carbon dioxide and water. Since oxygen is 16 times heavier than hydrogen, the resulting carbon dioxide in the exhaust is even heavier than the diesel that was used in the first place. In reality, every liter of diesel used to power a truck or car results in 2.6 kilograms of CO2 in the atmosphere. Let's assume an average Euro 6 truck uses around 30 liters of diesel per 100 kilometers, and it drives approximately 150,000 kilometers a year. That sums up to 45,000 liters of diesel per year. An average truck, therefore, emits about 117 tons of CO2 every year. Sounds a lot? Well, it is a lot. In 2015, 197 countries have signed the Paris Climate Change Agreement in order to limit the global warming. The objective: to reduce the CO2 emissions worldwide from then 40 billion tons to 10 billion tons by 2040. Applied to trucks, this would mean to reduce the fuel consumption from currently 30 liters per 100 kilometers to 7.5 liters per 100 kilometers in the next 20 years. You don't have to be an expert to know that this is impossible with just optimizing the diesel engine technology. The European Commission went even further and in 2019 officially announced a common target of zero emission for all of the EU by 2050. Need any more arguments? to understand why diesel engines will be coming to an end? Undoubtedly, we have to look for other drive solutions with lower emissions or even zero emission. If you want to know which zero emission drive systems are most suitable for trucks, which alternative drives are already in use or running in tests, make sure you click the subscribe button below so you don't miss any of my next videos on sustainable trucks. If you have any questions or if you want me to discuss a certain topic, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. For global news on sustainable trucks and buses, check out our news website, truckbustrailernews.world. If you need any information about commercial vehicle manufacturers and suppliers worldwide, visit our global industry directory, oemlibrary.world. That's it for now. See you at the next episode of Sustainable Trucks, presented by OEM Library.